Hello, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a Scarlett compilation of games she's played against professional players in 2018. First game is going to be against Hero on Backwater. Yes, this is a little bit old, but I figure I hadn't casted it, so let's get right on into it. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It's going to be Hero, who took Games Off Innovation on my channel last month. In the top left-hand corner, we have the pink Zerg player sporting the usual color. It is Scarlett. Alrighty then. Scarlett is a fan favorite of Zergs everywhere. Figured I'd do a compilation for your Sunday series. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hopefully it's not too stressful. Hopefully you're not working, but if you are, hopefully it's not a very bad day. Very stressful day? I don't know. Whatever. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/GauntletSC2 to catch me and Just Jordan casting live StarCraft2 from players such as Special, as we have some probe harassment here, such as Lozira, such as Parting. We've got some really great players showing up here. You should come say hello. Come check it out. Live StarCraft, man. Sunday nights, every night, 8 p.m. Eastern, GauntletSC2. Alright, so it is a hatch first here on Backwater. Into an extractor, into a pool for Scarlett. Pretty late pool here, but it's a one gateway expand from Hero, so shouldn't have to worry about any kind of aggression from the Protoss player, I can tell you that much. In other news, I've been growing a beard. I haven't shaved in about, how long is it now? 3 weeks? By golly, I think it's been 3 weeks. And I'm trying to power through the point in this process where it's all itchy and annoying, and my hair's kind of sticking all over the place, and I look a bit like a crazy person. I have really, really thick facial hair. It is not soft. It is not furry. It is like, I don't know, just thick iron, steel wool, I think is probably an apt comparison for it. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is going to work out, is what I'm trying to say, but I'm doing my best. Doing my best. If you want to see the beard, you can follow me on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. That's where I cast with a face cam. StarCraft, World of Warcraft, Legacy of the Void, brutal campaign stuff that I am so bad at. Oh, I'm so bad at it. Anyway, back to the game here. We are going to keep track of how many games Scarlett wins versus how many games the opponents of Scarlett win. Got a probe still running around up here. It's trying to be super annoying. Has anything died yet? No, absolutely nothing has died yet, so we're not worried about it at all. So incredibly standard opening for both of these players. Just nothing too crazy. It's going to be a Stargate opening from Hero, so probably an Oracle. Could just be Phoenix play here too, and there's your third base from Scarlett morphing on in. So she's doing an extraordinarily macro style opening here. Gonna go ahead and fend off this Adept with the Queen. Stab, 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 stab. And the Lings just waiting for this Adept to finish. Oh, Adept. Don't you finish. Okay, good. Yeah, don't finish that. Zergs, if you don't know what to do against that, do what Scarlett did. Have about 4 to 6 Lings and a Queen ready to go. If that Adept finishes building, or finishes warping in there, sorry, you can kill her super easy. She might take a drone down with her, but one drone versus a dead Adept is not something that a Protoss player should be making a trade for. Baneling Nest on the way from Scarlett. Is this a bustable front wall? Kind of. Actually, it is. It really is. We do have some Lings moving across the map here. Speed on the way. Ooh, 10 more Lings. I think Scarlett's going for a bust, ladies and gentlemen. There is not a shield battery here for Hero. This Adept is virtually unkillable if there's a shield battery back here. Lings can't get through. Banelings can't really get through that easily. The timings are just... There's a little bit of a delay in between each Baneling hit. And I've seen 5 Banelings crash into an Adept being healed by a shield battery, and the Adept lives. So, Protoss players, keep that in mind. Zerg players, too. Double Adept coming on in, and you know what? There's nothing here to stop this. There's one Queen and a couple Lings, so he does finish the transfer. Hero does that, and then the Lings... Oh, what the what? Where did the Adept... Why did the Adept stop holding that? I don't know, but did manage to throw up another gateway and a pylon back here. Lings are attacking on through. Where did the Adepts go? Did the Adepts get the heck out of there? I think the Adepts might be dead. Based on, yes, 2 Adepts have gone down. The Banelings are going to try to crash through. Once this pylon's down, the Banelings are going to try to crash on something here. They do help take down one pylon, but this wall is still here. Sentry back here trying to kill stuff. Adept back here trying to kill stuff. Phoenix just kind of being a passive observer in this particular sense. Cybernetics core is going to go down, but if Hero can just survive this, he's going to win this game. Losing the Cyber Core really, really hurts, though. Continued wall production here from Hero, just desperately walling different layers of walls. Banelings on top of pylons. Pylon weakened, pylon down. pylon down. The wall still lives, though. But losing a lot of stuff there did Hero. He is supply blocked. Can the Lings get this? Oh, this Oracle having fun. 9 kills already here. Lings can't quite sure what they want to go for. The shield batteries are a massive problem right now for Scarlett. I don't know that Scarlett's getting through this. It's 47 to 24 Harvesters. I think Hero might survive this thing. These Baneling hits are going to be hugely important. One Baneling dies prematurely. Baneling hits on the shield batteries, but they're healing each other. The shield batteries are healing each other up, no problem. Lings fruitlessly throwing themselves against this wall. Sure, they got one of the shield batteries, but there are still 2 more, 3 more here. Another shield battery goes down, but the Ling count is dwindling mightily. Trying to kill this, saving it. Saving the Zealot as it's warping in. That's crazy. Oh, it stops it from warping in, though, because it puts us in stasis. Oh, that's incredible. That's really amazing. Oh, boy. 52 to 26 total Harvesters. Sure, it's 3 base to 2 base. But Scarlett did not get through. Didn't make it through here. Did you see how Hero continued to build that wall? Oh, continued to build it back and back and back. And Scarlett GG's out in game number 1 of our compilation. Wow. What an incredible game there. Hero does what he needs to do to live, and that's your mindset. That's what your mindset needs to be in that situation, Protoss players. If you're getting attacked by a Zerg player like this, Lings and Banelings, just survive. Just live. If you live, it's probably enough to win the game at this point. Amazing. Absolutely amazing from Hero. All right, so Team Not Scarlett gets a win. Here in game number 1, we have several more to go. Can Scarlett get a winning record against these players? Let's find out. Let's find out in game number 2 coming up in just a second. All right, game 2 is going to be between Nerchio and Scarlett. Nerchio has a number 1 next to his name, not because he won a game against Scarlett, but because Hero did. It's going to be a running total for Scarlett against these players. In the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Zerg player Scarlett, not pink this time, must be in the later stages of WCS Austin. And Nerchio, the red Zerg player in the top left. Dreamcatcher has a pretty darn short rush distance, and you need to be very, very careful for 12 pools like this one right here from Scarlett. Holy smokes, 12 pool in it, getting that speed here too. Overlord Scout from Nerchio. Okay, all right, Zergs, how do you hold a 12 pool in ZVZ? Nerchio's going to show us how to do it. I'm not sure he's going to succeed, but I have to imagine he's going to be moderately successful here. Well, first of all, you go extractor pool yourself. About a 16 pool there for him. But still, hatch first, much harder to hold the 12 pool. But in this case, extractor pool is it's a compromise. It's a compromise between the two, between a 12 pool and like a 15 or 17 hatch. So Nerchio knows that Scarlett is an aggressive player, knows that that Scarlett is very possibly going to show up with Lings here fairly soon. So getting a pool a little bit later puts him in a better position, actually. He's better up economically, 17 to 14 Harvesters. Has that lead, is going to have his expansion up sooner too. Actually, Scarlett doesn't seem to be even intending to go for an expansion at this point. So it's going to be here, but Nerchio just at this point needs to survive, and he'll be just fine. He's going to continue to increase that worker count. The larva count is going to be amazing with that expansion here too. The Lings are moved across the map. The Overlord will see them. There's really only so many places these Lings can go, and running right past an Overlord is just something you kind of can't avoid really on this map. You can go around this north section, but it just takes longer to get there. And the sneak attack happens, but it's just slower. Immediate spine crawler at the top of the ramp here for Nerchio. The queens need to come out. Well, one queen needs to come out immediately. So now Scarlett has a decision. Do you try to take down this hatch, or do you go up into the main? The answer is the hatch right now. That hatchery is going to take some shots, but see, defensive Lings are already out for Nerchio. No big deal. We've got even count here, actually. 6 versus 6. 2 more join the party. Scarlett will take substantial casualties if she tries to engage here, even with the advantage of the numbers here. Queen might start stabbing away. The Banelings already morphing in here for Scarlett. This wall needs to be good. I don't know. Can you save the natural is the question. This micro from Nerchio is actually kind of insane, but speed is done. Oh, Nerchio's not even getting speed. This is not good for him. Speedlings versus Lings. Bad place to be. Decent trade there for Nerchio. Oh, the Lings get on up. Can they get a surround on this queen? The spine crawler a big problem too. Lings getting shots off on that hatch when they can. When they're not being pressured there, the Baneling hits were pretty good by Scarlett, but not enough to win the game at this point. Where are these drones going? Oh, drones are here to help attack. Oh, goodness. All right, so the queens are holding the ramp, which means you can probably get out there, make this thing happen. The Baneling gets target fired down here. One queen goes down, but another queen pops just in time for Nerchio Gonna move the spine crawler to the bottom. Well, down the ramp to the top of this ramp. And I think that's it. I think the aggression's over. Scarlett's down 16 to 14 harvesters. The expansion for her is not even halfway done yet. And Nerchio's in a fine position. He's getting a baneling nest of his own. He's making 3 drones at a time. His larva production is going to be much better. His queen count is much better here too. Baneling tries to come up that ramp. I don't know what Scarlett was trying to do there. But it's time to go home. That's it. So that's how you hold. You get queens out, many queens as you can. You target fire down the banelings with the queens and spine crawlers if they're in position. Get a single spine crawler. Put it up here initially. Drop it down to this lower section after that. And try not to let one of those banelings kill 10 of your lings. I think that's it. I think that's it in a nutshell here. Spreading creep, which will allow the speed of Scarlett's lings to use that, but also vision. Vision's really important. That, I mean, he does have an overlord out here. He sees these lings. He knows where they are, but they can't get in. Absolutely not. Defensive banelings here too, just in case a run-by attempts to happen. The banelings on the ramp. The lings will come on up to the ramp, explode, explosions, and the fireworks there. Creep spread. Not going to throw another creep tumor out there. Scarlett just keeps poking up this ramp. I don't know what she expects to see. She's not getting far enough to see anything, really. It's really weird. I guess maybe she's testing for banelings. Is there a baneling up here that'll... Spine man. 3 kills and the wall off of the evolution chamber. The natural base is now done for Scarlett, getting an evolution chamber of her own. 31 to 29 harvesters. She's actually not that far behind economically, which I am surprised by. And getting a 3rd base too. By golly. Nerchio making 10 zerglings though. He might be going for a bit of a ling flood. I don't know what he's preparing for. Those are aggressive lings is what they are. He's going to push out, put that spine crawler on the super low ground now. Lings going for it, thinking about going for it, sending one of his speedlings out front, just in case there's a baneling waiting on the other side of that grass, which seems very possible here. Nerchio going for the aggression while taking a 3rd base behind it. All right. Oh, they're going to force a cancel on this 3rd. Where are the lings? There they are, but too many zerglings. Too many here. The baneling might get there in time, but no, forcing the cancel. There's your refund. Enjoy the refund. 2 banelings for 2 banelings. Fair trade for everybody involved here, but as Nerchio is the aggressor, I kind of feel like Scarlett's in trouble right now. Does manage to save one of those banes as lings were trying to pick them off, but the 3rd base by Nerchio is now ahead. That is huge for him. 35 to 28 harvesters too. We're dancing. We're baneling. We are edge of the knifing. And oh, one of the banelings goes down to 2. Scarlett loses a baneling to a single zergling. The trades have been so good. So good for Nerchio thus far. Lings swinging around the left side for Scarlett, trying to come up and see what's going on. And Scarlett taps out. Oh, Scarlett. Another attempt at being aggressive thwarted by somebody on the other end here. What an amazing couple of games where Nerchio's just very patient about it. No big deal. Ends up losing about 700 resources compared to the 1,150 for Scarlett. 30 lings of Scarlett's went down and 4 banelings for 19 lings and a queen. Again, 3rd base way ahead. Scarlett isn't, I mean, 3rd base was on the way, but so far behind. 41 to 31 harvesters. And that was going to be it. So Scarlett taps right out. And let's see what happens here in a game. Maybe a ZVT. Let's get one of those next as part of the Scarlett compilation. We'll be right back. It's going to be Kelazhur and Scarlett on Lost and Found, the latter edition. So far, Scarlett has been aggressive, but not successful. Top right-hand corner of Lost and Found, the red player Scarlett. And in the bottom left from Root Gaming and Brazil, it's going to be Kelazhur. All right, so a ZVT here on Lost and Found. It is a standard map, the most standard map of the map pool currently, according to me and other players I have asked. If you're enjoying this, consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Had some new people come in, $1 subscribers per month. If you can support me for as little as $1 a month, why wouldn't you? If you cannot afford that, I understand. Just giving people who can afford it the chance to support daily StarCraft content. And let's get right on into this. Hatch first from Scarlett. No pool here, no 12 pool here. I don't know if 12 pull versus Terran is actually a thing at this point. 12 pull versus Protoss is, but I don't know. I feel like Reaper kind of shuts down any 12 pull, right? Reaper can kill unlimited slow lings in the hands of a very competent player or a moderately competent player. Let me know in the comments if you're a Terran and have faced a 12 pull from Zerg, because I'm not entirely sure if that's actually a thing. Basically, it's going to be a Reaper expand here from Kelazhur. We're going to go ahead and use our Reaper names. If you want to suggest a Reaper name for Falcon to use in a future cast, go ahead and put one in this comment, in this video's comments, or any other video's comments. Just preface it by saying Reaper name, and then put the name. And if you want a backstory, put that in there too, but it's not required. All right, this Reaper's name is going to be the Goose. Duck, 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 worker kill. That's how Reapers play Duck, Duck, Goose, is with the worker kill there. Anyway, I kind of like it. I kind of like it, but it is late. I just got back from watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, which it was good. It was great. Really fun movie. Really enjoyed it. Incredible cast, too. Holy smokes. I'm not going to spoil anything, but dang. Great cast. And then the after credits scene or mid-credits scene. Be sure you stick around. If you're going to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp, stay there for all of the credits. Okay, that's all. Reaper moving out. The Goose. Gonna get on in here, and there's 4 lings, and there's almost a queen, and we've seen this dance a billion times. There's no way the Reaper gets any kills here. He just doesn't. Not against Scarlett. We've seen Reapers get kills in other lesser games, but not at the pro level. This Reaper is just basically to make sure that Scarlett can't skip these 4 lings. Queen comes out, Reaper gets out, and that's it. If the Reaper shows up and there aren't 4 lings, everybody dies. All the workers in the world die, but if the Reaper shows up, then that is 4 Zerglings that are made. That could be 2 drones, and that can snowball end in the mid-game pretty darn easily for Zerg players, and that's why the Reaper exists. That's why you have to do it, Terran players. If you don't do it, you will lose in the mid-game. Okay, that's kind of a black and white way to put it, but anyway. Anyways, Hellion follow-up here from Kelazhur, fairly standard here too. That's a quick lair timing out of Scarlett, but no third base yet. 3-minute mark and no third. Should be setting off those alarm bells in Kelazhur's head. Where is the third base? From Scarlett. Knows that I have a natural base. This Overlord's scouting. He doesn't know the Overlord is there, but the Overlord's there. That's the Overlord placement for this map. So the Reaper's other job is to scout, right? See what's going on. Is there a third base here? No. Is there a third base there? No. Oh, speed's done for the Lings. Oh! The Goose is done. The Goose is cooked? Nah, the Goose is just dead. Hellions, though, they might... Scarlett's trying to get a third, but these Hellions causing some major problems. Get out of there, drone. Get out of there. Oh, gonna try to get it down. Does end up getting it down. All right, so third base a tiny bit late. 4 minutes seems late here, but did get the early lair instead. And a Roach Warren. This could be a Nidus. This could be ye old 5-minute Roach Queen Nidus timing, which we've seen defended on this channel. It does not seem easy to do, but Innovation has defended it, and that's your Nidus. Okay, there it is. So the late third base timing should be Kelazhur that something is up. Something's going on here. What do we do about it? The answer is get Hellbats. First of all, you have an armory. Ooh, I don't know if third command center is the way to go here. Oh, Kelazhur, are you not reading the signs? That was a late third. It was a late third. Has he scanned? No, he hasn't scanned to see anything. Overlord picked off. That one that was scouting up here I mentioned previously. Hellion's coming in. This does not look good. This does not look good. This Marine. He sees it. He sees the Nidus. Response needs to be virtually immediate here, though. He's not
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Immediately doing things. There's Lings at the front that are actually taking the attention of these players. Ah, there goes the Nidus. The Queens are out. The Queens are here. The Roaches are here. Creep spread happening. Going after the Tech Lab. No Raven for you. Oh, going after drones, I guess. Really hard to target these Queens sometimes. SCVs are getting picked off here. Can the Lings get in the front? The Lings are attacking the front while the Roaches and the Queens are doing their thing back home. It's only Hellion. Hellion versus Roach Queen is not going to work, Kelazhur. It's really not. This is going to be upgrading to an orbital command. Good hold position on that SCV, though. The front door is being held. And, okay, a Cyclone out landing. A Viking. More Roaches are here, though. Queen goes down. You gotta kill the Cyclones. And target firing those pretty darn consistently are the Queens. Pulling all the boys. Recognizing you gotta, if you have to lose SCVs to win this thing, so be it, says Kelazhur. So many dead SCVs, though. 23 to 34. And that's your good game. Kelazhur's not able to hold, and Scarlett is your winner in 549. All right, so first win here for Scarlett. Dang it. Let's get this right. There it is. One for Scarlett with the Roach Queen Nidus all in. Kelazhur not ready, man. He was not ready for it. You gotta spend scans, dude. I don't think he even spent one scan on anything. If he saw the early lair, if he saw the Nidus, he knew about the late timing. The signs were there. Signs were there, and you can't hold that. You can do this with Hellbats. You can do this with Cyclones. You can do this with Liberators to a certain extent. But you can't do it. You can't do it with just... This is actually a pretty good screenshot. Hellion. Just Hellion. Alright, so let's get this one. Get this one for us. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. That's very pretty. All right, so what is it? 5 from game 3. Okay, we'll come back with more Scarlett for the fans of hers and fans of StarCraft in general in just a second. All right, let's go ZVP again. This time on Acid Plant, the latter edition. Bottom right, Red Zerg Scarlett. Top left, Harstem. This time, the blue Protoss. All right. EU professional player Harstem. Gonna do a probe scout after this first pylon. Oh, Harstem, wait. Harstem, you need to scout, man. You're just gonna go back to mining? Wow. Way to make me a liar, dude. Way to make me a liar. Alright, so it's 2-1. Scarlett needs to pull this thing back. She needs to win this thing. I've done this before, though, haven't I? I've done a compilation of players' games, and they've ended up losing more than they've won. Look at this. Throwing down a gateway, still not scouting. Like, you went all the way... Wait, hold on. Okay, Harstem, you're just messing with me now. Harstem's like, I'm gonna go back. Just kidding. And swang. It's time to go. That was hilarious. Alright, so he is probe scouting now. He's gonna see nothing. He's gonna see a hatch first out of Scarlett. Hatch first into an extractor into a pool. If I had to put $5 on it. I'm not a gambler, you guys. I have tried gambling on sports before, and I just lose terribly. Like, really, really badly. Like, picking games just straight up for teams to win? I'm horrible at that, let alone against the spread, which is how you actually bet money. I mean, I'm horrendous, so I don't gamble anymore. I've learned my lesson. So the probe scout sees the extractor's not done yet, sees the pool's not done yet, says, thank goodness, there are no lings on the way, it's time to expand. And Harstem does. The timing works out quite nicely for him. Cybernetics core, the next thing on Harstem's list, 150 minerals, bam, sucker. There it is, warping in some kind of black hole thing. I know I look at this animation a lot, it feels like, but it's a black hole. Like, why are you summoning a black hole in this acid plant? Seems real dangerous. Seems super mega dangerous if you ask me. Hey, do you listen to the Falcon Paladin Hour? Huh? It's a weekly podcast with me and Wade, an Australian, where we talk about stuff like movies, TV shows, StarCraft2, Scuttlebutt in the StarCraft universe. We're going to have a whole episode about Ant-Man and the Wasp coming up in a week or so. It's going to be great. We talk about The Incredibles, Infinity War, all the movies you've seen, if you want to get my takes on those in a very in-depth way. I have a bit of a talent for complaining about movies. Even movies that I like, I can't just talk about them and on the good stuff. I have to get the stuff that I didn't like in there too. Just how it works. So if you want to hear me criticize movies that I love, Falcon Paladin Hour. There's a link in the description. Also, just search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app, iTunes, Android, Windows Phone, whatever it is, and we'll be there. Scarlett, third hatch. Coming in next. Along the bottom side here, we've got a Stargate opening from the Harstem. And Adepts moving across the map here, so nothing too nuts from anybody, really. See that sub 3 minute third hatch? That's what we like to see. And that was actually something that was really hard for me to acclimate to when Legacy of the Void changed the number of starting workers to 12, was just how fast you expand. This third base timing used to be closer to like 5 minutes, but with how many workers you have early, this third base sub 3 as a Zerg. And even now, when I do it, I'm like, this feels like I'm gonna die. It feels like it's too early, but it's not. You're fine. You can do it. If your opponent's going 1 gate expand and you scouted it, as you should, then yeah, third hatch under 3 is just fine. Harstem has a Phoenix out, which means this Overlord is going to explode horribly. There's an Oracle on the way, too. This Oracle's name is going to be Nostradamus. In his own time, most knew him as a mad crackpot con artist. The Protoss knew only of his abilities, though, and brought him back from the dead to fight their enemies. All right, Nostradamus. Oh, you got to actually kill the Overlord, though. His Overlord's like, wait, I'm not dead? Oh. At least I got blood on some of those probes down below. Stupid probes. Stupid probes. Ling's putting some pressure on the front, but this many Lings can't really do anything to this wall. Look at this thing. Bam, bam, bam. 3 big buildings, no pylon on the wall. Adept holding that line, too. This Adept can kill a lot of Zerglings and buy time for additional units to show up. Warp Gate's almost done. Being able to warp in a Zealot here, that is such good positioning, such good walling off. Phoenix forcing these overlords in, and here comes Nostradamus. I just don't know that there's really an opening to do anything here. Spore Crawler's on the way from Scarlett. And there's the lift on the Queen. All right, this is the Showtime play, where I saw gets a couple drone kills. Wow, almost dies there too. So 2 drone kills. I don't know if that was worth it. I'm really not convinced. Spore Crawler did its job there for sure. Queen's running in saying, "What? We heard drones dying. What happened?" Oh, we're just running around injecting on all the things. Don't mind us. This drone count's actually kind of insane for Scarlett. 48 in the first 5 minutes of the game. These Lings trying to do stuff, but Nostradamus whittling them down. Whittling down that count. Harstem sitting on 48 Harvesters himself, and he's got a 3rd base warping in right now. Lings can't do anything about that. Look at Harstem is just being so precise in his positioning right now. I really like it. Has he lost anything yet? A couple of Adepts have died, but I assume they were just trying to be aggressive and got caught out by some Speedlings, which is fine. But otherwise, been okay. No probes. 3rd base going up without issue. I mean, Scarlett hasn't really tried to kill it, obviously. But even still, Harstem did a good job dealing with the minor harassment that was there from those Zerglings. No biggie. Creep spread, pretty amazing. Scarlett's creep spread is always fairly good, assuming the game gets past the 5-minute mark, as it hasn't yet in this series. So we're going to see it. I think this one's going to get past the 7-minute mark, unless these Phoenix just kill everything. Which, you know, they could do. Well, they're going to kill one of these Queens anyway. Oh, the Transfuse! Another Queen lifted, and Queen down. Queen down. No! What? Okay, 2 Queens are dead. Spore Crawler Queen's getting some shots off here. Can they finish off another one? They gotta get it. They do. Oh, this is actually going really well for Harstem. These Phoenix. 1 Phoenix has died, and 4 Queens have been picked off by these Phoenix. Look at this play. Another one bites the dust. Oh, Hydra's coming in, but a few at a time. We've seen this on the channel before. Your few Hydras are not going to be enough unless your Phoenix happen to be all out of energy or mostly out of energy, so they just had to get out. So Hydras from Scarlett getting +1 missile attack, making 5 Hydras at a time, getting additional Spore Crawlers, because if your opponent's making this many Phoenix, you need 2 Spore Crawlers per base. You do. If you're gold or platinum or diamond or something, 2 spores. 2 spores, Queens, Hydras, as you can. Don't let the Hydras get caught out in groups of 1 or 2 against the Phoenix, because they'll get picked up and killed. You need to have them like this, in a group, so the Phoenix can't kill them all. Piece by piece by piece. 4th base morphing in for the Scarlet. Still got Nostradamus out here. He's got those 2 kills and then 2 more Zergling kills. Phoenix Cloud, kind of ridiculous. 10 Phoenix here. Spore Crawler's Hydra is ready to rock, though. There's nothing to do with this 4th that's warping in, so the Phoenix are forced to retreat. I do like the Stasis Ward play here, too. Stasis Wards are just fun. Sure, they might not win the game for you, but they're just fun and really frustrating to play against if you're a Zerg player. Trying to send, like, Ling counterattacks all over the place, and they get stasis, and it's like, oh. Well, can't use those Lings, and they'll probably get killed as soon as they come out of stasis. So, well played, Protoss player. Oh, shoot, back to production. Back to production. Got a Temple Archives, Storm +1 for Harstem. Got the Grooved Spines from Scarlett here, too, so we are macroing it up hard. 70 to 66 Harvesters, if that didn't tell you enough. It should tell you enough. Alright, Zealots, Sentries. Really, this is a lot of Zealot. I guess Charge Lot pretty good against Hydra. Baneling's more of a problem. Storm here, too. Pretty darn amazing. Alright, Phoenix. They're going to kill another Queen. Their purpose in life is to kill Queens. They've killed 6 of them. 6 of them. Killing Overlords, trying to supply block Scarlett. Almost have done it, but here comes the Roach Hydra attack. Force Field's great. Ah, single Ling triggers that Stasis War. That's not what Harstem wanted. I don't know about this, Harstem. Do you have enough army behind? Oh, Storm is almost done. Almost done. Also some Immortals coming out here, too. Oh, Crucifiling down the Force Field. What is this? What are these shenanigans, I say? Hydra's picking off Nostradamus along the left side. Immortal dies immediately. These Hydras are so dang good. Storm is 10 seconds away from completing, but I don't know that it actually matters. A lot of stuff is dying here, and Harstem taps out with the good game. Harstem is defeated. Storm was a little bit late. The Phoenix did not do enough damage. Did not do enough damage. They killed 6 queens and 5 Hydralisks, but at the end of the game, Scarlett had 29 Hydras. It was 177 to 104 supply. This is the risk of going Phoenix, is you don't do enough damage to whittle down that army count of your Zerg opponent, and then they show up with a 177 supply versus your 104 at the end of things, and Storm is still 10 seconds away from completing. Brutal loss there for Harstem. Good game for Scarlett. Way to rebuff the Phoenix as best she could and came out on top. So that's a 2-2 is what that is. 2-2. Yep, we're tied up going into game 5. So we'll see how that one goes in just a second. Nerchio is back to try to make it 2-0 against Scarlett in this compilation. In the bottom left-hand corner, it's going to be the red player Nerchio, and top right, it's going to be Scarlett sporting blue on Darkness Sanctuary. I turned up the gamma, but apparently watching this on a TV with the YouTube app, apparently it's pretty darn dark. I don't know if I want to turn it up anymore. If you're watching this on a computer and it's still too dark to see, let me know in the comments and I'll turn up the gamma. Okay, here we go. Scarlett trying to come back from a 2-1 deficit to win this best of 5, 3-2. Nah, it's not going to be a best of 5. Just, this is the 5th game. Alrighty then. Overlord scouting. Hatch first here out of Scarlett. It's a giant 4-player map. Nerchio does the same thing. A few 12 pool. Either you drone scout and hope that you can find them, or just send your lings in a random direction and hope that you find them. But if you don't, you're going to lose. So Darkness Sanctuary, go ahead and hatch first against Zerg. And hope that your opponent doesn't have good luck and doesn't test that luck. Okay, so spawning pools. Darkness Sanctuary is a pretty darn interesting map. I cast a really, really great Masters level game on it. I want to say about a month ago now, maybe 2 months ago. Trying to figure out if I can remember who the players were, but it was a lot of fun. It was crazy. I think it was a ZVT. ZVT, a lot of weird Baneling run-bys on these little tiny paths down this way. Had a ton of good Liberator play too. Had a bunch of drops. The Zerg player expanded like 8 times. Just went crazy with the expansions. The Terran player killed a whole ton of them. It was just back and forth craziness all over the place. If you want to know what that game was, let me know in the comments and I'll put a link to it here-ish, right? And so that future people can see exactly what I'm talking about. But Darkness Sanctuary, just it's big, it's crazy, it's sprawly. You're going to see games on it eventually. I think most players have it vetoed. But in the tournament situation, you can't veto all of them if you're going to play a longer series. And so Darkness Sanctuary can pop up. But in the meantime, nothing much is happening as far as StarCraft is concerned. Both players have about 20 workers. Both players, look at this mirror. Drone, 4 lings, 2 queens, speed. That's where we are, the 2-minute and 25-second mark, doing the exact same thing. Overlord's about to find each other. We're going to do it. I think we're going to do it. Come on, guys. Maybe not, though. Oh, they're going to pass in the night. It makes me sad. They wanted to just float past each other and go. Just say hello. They're from different teams, but they're overlords. They can't hurt each other. They're going to get along. Baneling Nest for Nerchio, whereas Scarlett doing no tech whatsoever. Just getting a quick third. But again, that's a sub 3-minute third on that timing. She's pretending like this is a Protoss she's playing against. Zergling from Nerchio going to scout the timing on that third and toss down a third of his own. Again, Roach armies have a real hard time getting up and down. This, especially without speed. Trying to hold against a Ling Baneling attack is more difficult, but you can see it coming with Overlord placement. Which, mind you, Nerchio does not have right now, but his Lings are trying to kind of hold the middle and see if a Ling Flood is going to come. Give him some kind of a warning time. But no, I don't see anybody making a ton of Zerglings. Just 1 or 2 here for base defense. Gonna try to do a bit of a wall here with Lings and Evolution Chamber at the natural. Third base is on its own. Sorry, third base. If you die, so be it. Scarlett is getting +1 ground carapace, which does allow Banelings to survive 1 hit. Allows Zerglings to survive 1 hit from a Baneling, which can be incredibly useful. You're gonna say, well, but that just means the Zergling only has a couple hit points left, and you are correct. It only has a couple hit points left, but Zerglings with 1 hit point still do full damage. So Zerglings that stick around after the Banelings are gone are really, really useful. Nerchio going for a lair, just about done here. Baneling Nest from Scarlett up. Ling's running out here for Scarlett. Overlord scouting them quite nicely. Remember I said Overlords are friends? Queens are not friends with Overlords. In case you were wondering. Alright, defensive Banelings here from Nerchio. Somebody... I'd love it if somebody just went like... Ultra Rush. It's not viable. Because you'd get it scouted, and then they would just Ling or Roach all in you, but... Man, I wish ZVZ... I wish there was some room for really crazy shenanigans in these early games. But it's just... It's too hard. It's too hard to be shenaniganry. And nobody ever does. It makes me sad. Fourth hatch on the way from Scarlett along that right side. Banelings. Oh, cancel, 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 cancel. Ugh, pretty good trade there, but... Oh my gosh, no! Oh, got it. Nerchio major wins, forcing cancels on 3 of those Banelings, but losing about 4 or 5 of his own Lings to a Baneling that was already done. So I don't know. Is he doing okay? He's doing okay. 48 to 54 Harvesters. Scarlett's up in economy because that 3rd base was done sooner than Nerchio's was. 4th base is going to be done here too. That's just kind of where Scarlett excels is in macro, which is why I'm very surprised at the number of short games we've seen from her where she's initiated the shortness. It's not like she got attacked early and had to defend against it. She went 12 pool, right? She went for the Roach Knightus all in. I guess it's not good to have a reputation of just always going macro, right? Anyway, some decent Baneling hits here. I don't know what that was. Scarlett just walked a ton of Banelings through a ton of Lings. Queen goes down here. Oh, that was a huge hit. I think that was just Banelings on top of Banelings on top of a couple drones. Pretty good aggression thus far, though. It's 95 to 82 supply, 53 to 53 Harvesters. Lings running around, trying to find something to do. Oh, big time Baneling hit there. Can't do that. Can't just blindly run in. There's going to be Banelings on around every corner. They're like the boogeyman. Or the Baba Yaga, as they would say in certain countries. Alright, these Banelings are going to finish. Oh, more Baneling hits. Good gravy, Miss Maybe. Scarlett has so many Banelings. Oh, that wasn't a good hit, though. That was on the Queen. And then defensive Banelings from Nerchio cleaning it out. Everybody's dead. Meanwhile, Nerchio on the other side of the map wrecking house here. Oh my gosh, there's nothing here to stop this from happening. The drone massacre is going to be insane. Queen goes down. Another Queen goes down. Drone's just trying to go about their business, but that's not going to work out for them. Retreat. Get out of there. How did Nerchio have enough to defend so well and do this Ling run by? Okay, which does get cleaned up by a million Lings from Scarlett. We do have the +1 ground carapace, so they've got better upgrades, which is nice. But man, the way Nerchio held that with just walking Banelings in, everybody's dead, but that's fine. If everybody's dead on your side of the map, that is an okay outcome. It is an acceptable, pleasing outcome. Zerglings continuing to go down to the south. Banelings. Ugh. I don't know about this. Oh, no. This hatchery is so weak. It does get picked off. Nicely done by Scarlett. And she gets out, too. She gets out. She lost a couple Lings, but that was definitely totally worth it there. Another Baneling hit. Blech. Another Baneling hit. Not Scarlett is doing better here. These Baneling hits are definitely not in Nerchio's favor. Oh my gosh, Ling's got into Scarlett's 4th base mineral line though. She's gonna lose a Queen too. She's gonna lose a Queen. Oh. 52 to 41 Harvesters. Nerchio has a lead. He's on 2 bases. Oh, also Nerchio got rid of this 3rd. Holy smokes, this game is insanity. Hey, mutas are up for Nerchio though. All right, that shuts that down right quick. Maybe you can't kill all the Lings, but you can kill the Banelings. And if the Banelings are dead, the Lings aren't nearly as good by themselves. So Muta's flying out for Nerchio. They can't catch the Zerglings, so they might as well put some pressure on where they go. Single Queen up here at the natural base. Is there any anti-air? Oh, no anti-air at this 4th. Oh boy. Alright, so Ling's trying to do stuff for Scarlett while just losing workers galore. Single Queen trying to defend. Good Baneling hit there. Scarlett going to try to knock down this 3rd. Nerchio cannot lose this 3rd. But going to lose the 3rd. Nothing you can really do about it. Ah, doesn't even get the cancel off there. Decent hit. This is a crazy ZVZ. Mutalisks getting an Overlord. Free damages, free damage. There aren't that many of them. It's just 6. 6 mutas. Extractor to go down here too. Lings and Banelings. Ready to have a nice day to sneak up into this 4th base. Banelings getting target fire down here by Scarlett. Scarletlings. Meanwhile, Mutalisks having a good time up here at the natural base. A queen is going to go down, and let's get protected by a Spore. Kind of does. So low on HP, though. There you go. Got to finish that off. A Muta trade is probably fair in that situation. 6 more drones going down. It has been 30 drones lost by Scarlett. It's 45 to 52, though. Scarlett has the lead. Scarlett has a lead here. My goodness. All right, so mutas. Get out of my house. This is my side of the map, they say. Scarlett trying to sneak down this left side and get some stuff done. Is there anything to kill here? No, but she's scouting for that, and she sees nothing. So many Banelings out here for Nerchio, though. Meanwhile, Muta's killing another queen. This Mutaflock is getting a little bit scary from Nerchio. Oh, the Overlords. Why don't they have speed? Why are they all right here? No supply blocks, but it's close. Spore Crawler's trying to come in. This Mutaflock is just insane, though. Queen down. Spore Crawler down. I really think these guys should just stick around. Zergling's getting into the 3rd base of Nerchio, causing a lot of problems here, too, though. All right, Mutaflock, you can kill a Spore. Get in there and kill a Spore, man. You don't have to go home. Why are you going home? Don't do it. Just kill this base. Kill it. There's a single Spore to defend against you. What is happening? All right, well, we're just going home. Zerglings for Scarlett. Pulling back, too. Everybody being a little bit conservative now. Both players have lost so much stuff. 10,000 lost for Scarlett compared to 8,500 for Nerchio. 51 to 49 Harvesters. This 3rd base is finally fairly well established for Nerchio. And still on 3 bases is Scarlett. The 4 bases she had for a little bit, but not really enough to make a huge difference here. Oh, Baneling target fire Spore Caller. There's the Fungal, though. The Mutas want to kill these Infestors, but the Chain Fungals might just be too good with the Spore Crawler support. Oh my goodness gracious. All of the Mutas are going to die. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Oh, wow. These guys made it out just by the skin of their teeth. Tissue regeneration will help with that. How many Mutas have died, though? 12 have gone down. Infestors, guys. Pro tip. Infestors. Oh, Banelings on the Infestors. No, kind of. I don't know what those were. Meanwhile, Zerglings, Zolopons, and 3rd natural base 2 of Scarlett. This is just chaos, is what this is. ZVZ is straight chaos. Another Overlord dies, and Scarlett's actually supply blocked. That's going to slow her down a tiny bit, as it's a bit a ways from getting those more Overlords. Hive on the way from both players at about the 12-minute mark. Infestors, Queen, ready to rock. I don't think we should see any more Mutas in the game for Nerchio, and in fact, the production tab says we're not going to see any more. Getting Glial Reconstitution, though. Yeah, Roach is pretty good in this situation. If your opponent is going Ling, Baneling, Infestor, Roach is pretty good. Pretty darn great. Scarlett retaking this 3rd base of hers that she lost a while ago to Zerglings, I guess. I missed it. I admit. Oh, just killing it. Not even getting the cancel off. Like a rumba. Holy Schenectadies. 3 more Infestors coming in. The thing about Infestors is they're pretty defensive, though. I feel like Nerchio could take a 4th if he wanted. Does he want to? There's so many attack paths, though. The Mutas can't really do anything with the Infestors out. And the Queens can't do anything off creep either. Are they actually going to go for this? This Queen Infestor play? Oh, don't get caught. Don't. Oh, well, goodbye all the Mutas. You're all dead. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are gone. Is that a whiff on the Fungal? That was a good one. But 2 more make it out. The Infestor's not had enough energy. She's doing this. Scarlett is going Infestor Queen and just marching across the map to try to win this thing. Nerchio's getting Roaches, which again I'm pretty okay with. Already has a lot of Banes, which should be able to handle the Lings no problem. Mass Fungal on the Banes, though. Oh. Trying to... Okay, you fungled the Banelings on top of your own Infestors. You're going to lose some of the Infestors in the process. I guess they can tank it fairly well, though. 153 to 123 supply. Nerchio's up. He's got roaches. Look at this roach count, though. Ah, with +1 carapace, too. These are really tanky guys. I don't think Scarlett going to go for this. Scarlett's still doing it. Still going with the queen. Still marching. This is a crazy strategy on such a huge map. What is going on? Here we go. Left side attack. Roaches flanking. Baneling's exploding all over the roaches, which is fine with Nerchio. Muta's engaging here too, absorbing some of the shots from the queens. There's just not enough, I don't think. The roaches are doing exceptionally well for themselves. A lot of them are very injured, but they're still alive. 10 more roaches in production for Nerchio. And it's just queen and a handful of infestors. Scarlett's making more infestors. This is such a weird strategy. Remember when I said I wish there was good room for weird strategies in Legacy of the Void? It sure seems like we're basically there. Roach Ravager versus Queen Infestor. I just don't see how Scarlett wins this battle. That's what I'm trying to say. Infested Terrans popping up, but their ground attack is not that great. I don't think Nerchio even really cares about them. Corrosive Biles down on the queens. They can't dodge that easily, and that's your good game. Scarlett's out. Nerchio's victorious in 15 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay, so there it is. There's your weird thing that Scarlett tried to do, and it did not work out. Nope. 20,000 resources lost for her compared to 17 for Nerchio. 10 infestors went down. End of the game here. She had 6 infestors and 2 queens with 10 zerglings. Just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. And ended up losing a total of 54 drones. Killed 13 of Nerchio's, but that's a lot of dead drones. A lot of dead drones. What a weird ZVZ. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. We got more. We've got more coming. We'll say 2 more games. We'll wrap this thing up. Going to be a ZVP next. Not sure who from yet. Stick around and you'll find out. Okay, we got Scarlett back. And Hero on Acid Plant, the latter edition. Scarlett is sporting pink, and Hero is blue in the bottom right. All right, Hero. Throw down a pylon and worker scout. Do it for me, please. Come on, Hero. It's really weird that it brings it back. I guess there is time for 1 trip. Well, I don't know. Well, yes, the mineral timings were... I don't know. And literary crafting, you guys. I don't know if that was worth it. Let me know in the comments if you think it is. Okay, so gateway in the wall, pylon not in the wall, which means baneling busting will not be very effective. I wonder if Scarlett and Hero played the first game before this one. I'm not entirely sure about the chronology of this series that they played, so whatever. Hatch first here from Scarlett. Probe will see that. And basically, that determines whether or not Hero throws down a Nexus. Ready? Okay, here we go. Probe comes in, sees hatchery. Probe comes out. Yeah, immediately coming out to go for that Nexus. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and bam. I said bam. Thank you. See, even timings for the pros are not that great sometimes. Sometimes they're late. Just a little bit. And sometimes that's enough to lose them the game at this level. So we'll see if Scarlett could take advantage of that monumental blunder from Hero, where he was like 4 seconds late on building his first expansion. I don't think that will actually happen, you guys. I don't think that actually matters all that much. But maybe it does. Sloverlord scouting on in. Extractor pool here from Scarlett. Nothing too nuts. Probably should see a 3rd hatch coming in fairly shortly. Is this drone just going to mine? By golly, it is. Just an early comer to this base. Probe harass, doing some really annoying stuff. But then chased away. You'll notice that Scarlett did not grab all of her drones and box them and try to kill this probe. It's not worth it. You lose a ton of mining time. I admit I've done it in the past to a really annoying probe, boxed all of my workers and tried to kill it, but then it mineral walks out and lives, and that's a bad feeling. Don't do it. Don't do what Falcon has done in the past. Just use 1 or 2 drones to chase it away, just the 1, and then wait for queens and lings to come out and you'll be fine. Yeah, see how the lings are out? See how the probe's running for its little proby life? That's right. That's what I thought. Huh. Alright, first adept coming out for the scout. We got a queen. We got a creep tumor. We got all sorts of wonderful exciting things here. Got an oracle name ready to go here too. It's an interesting one. We'll see how it does. Adept not gonna finish the transfer. Ooh, that was close though. That was a really close, almost finishing the transfer. And it is an Oracle. So Oracle first here out of Hero. Oracle's name is going to be Kevin Bird. A once peaceful bird, he decided to join the Protoss as an Oracle after his illustrious home was destroyed by ravenous Zerg. Now he is full of hatred for the nasty Zerg, and he won't rest until he can take back his home. All right, Kevin Bird, let's do this thing. Oh, where's Kevin the Bird from? Kevin. Shoot, my brain. It's like a dodo, right? It's a big bird named Kevin. Oh! Up. The movie Up, right? Russell names the bird Kevin. Pretty sure that's where that's from. If it's not, I am just... my brain is making stuff up. But I feel really confident that's the case. A double Oracle opening. All right, so Kevin Bird and friend here. We used to name double Oracles, but it's so infrequent that it just really wasn't worth it, so we don't do that anymore. So please do not submit double Oracle names. I won't use them. It's just going to be Kevin Bird and friend is all it is. So third hatch done at the 4-minute mark for Scarlett. Looking pretty darn great. And double Oracle, which I don't know that Scarlett is ready for. So one goes into the main, and one also kind of goes in to the main. Double Oracle can really get a lot of stuff done. Oh, these queens are out of position. Run, queens! Get... oh, creep tumor picked off. Nice pick off there. Are you... queens... wait, what? Queens needed in the help place. Okay, here goes nothing. Worker's gonna die here. Bam, 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 bam. Another one. You could get another one. Fine. 6 down is okay. Any more, you only get 3 per Oracle, about, unless it's super lobby, in which case the Oracle will get like 15 kills. But at this level of StarCraft, getting more than 3 seems to be like Hall of Fame worthy, almost. I remember the days Oracles got 5 to 6 kills. They just did. I guess Zerg timings weren't as good. They didn't know about the Queen Spore Crawler combination. Anyway, Oracle's trying to swing into the natural base where there's a single Spore. Another couple drones go down after getting healed up. And you know what? You could probably do the same thing here, although there is a Queen. So 8 drones down, 45 to 52 Harvesters. Working on what? 4 High Templar. These going to be Archons? It's going to be Archon drop, isn't it? Going to be Archon drop. It is! Warp Prism out. Archon drop follow-up to this Oracle play. I like this. I like it a lot. Out of Hero. Archon drops are so hard to deal with. That said, I am not Scarlett. Scarlett's going to have Roaches out, going to have Lings out, going to have Queens. The Queens are going to try to snipe down the Warp Prism. The Warp Prism's going to have to retreat. Although Free Overlord, not a bad start. Actually, when I'm in follow mode, I can click the units to do different follows. That's kind of neat. Yeah, that's a lot of Queen. Lot of Queen. And a big warping of Zealots. Oh, this feels all in-y, but there are 3 bases from Hero, so maybe not. Maybe not after all. All right, Zealots, you don't have charge, but you're working on it. Zealots are just going to kind of get in and start going after some of these drones. Queen does pick off Oracle. Stasis. Get Stasis Ward down. Got Stasis Ward down. Caught a couple Roaches here. Archon's fighting really well. 4 kills there. 3 kills there. The Warp Prism Micro pretty great. Corrosive Vial trying to finish that thing off here. Additional Roaches joining the party. Zealots on top of units here inside the 3rd base. Archons trying to do this thing. Zealots trying to tank for the Archons a little bit. They know they can't exactly save the Archons' lives, but they can buy time. Not bad. Not a bad attack there. Resources lost tell the story of 2,400 resources lost for Scarlett. And only 1,600 for Hero. So far, so good. From Hero, killing the creep tumors, really keeping Scarlett on 3 bases thus far. Glial Reconstitution coming in. APM 330 for Hero. About 300 on average for Scarlett. It's going to be Roach Ravager dealing with this Zealot Archon thing that Hero's going for, at least initially. It's a very smart response here from Scarlett. Enough Roaches to stop this? I don't know. I don't know about this. Somebody asked, do Archons and other units inside Warp Prisms actually heal up shields while they're inside the Warp Prism? And the answer is yes. See? More shields than before. Anyway, got an Overlord. The Roaches are here. Immortal needs to sit at the back and rock, though, and it is. That's the combination. Immortals at the back, Archons at the front, Zealots at the front here, too. Hero's going to be able to hold this. And the Roaches can't even really get away because they don't have Glial Reconstitution. What a bummer. Oh, and the charge kicks in. Oh, boy. All right, so more Roaches show up. Immortals at the back, though. Once again, whoop-bam, whoop-bam. Archon's coming all the way from the front of Scarlett to help with this. This is such a clinic out of Hero. Look at him just chew these Roaches up. How many have died? 28 Roaches have been killed? Oh my gosh, for an Archon and 13 Zealots. Not enough, I'd say. Overseer picked out of the sky by these Archons. 7 kills, 11 kills. How many do you have? 12 on these Archon. Creep Tumor's getting hammered down. It's just Roach here for Scarlett, which is generally pretty good, but 2 Immortals and Archon. I don't know about this. The Warp Prism Micro is kind of godlike, although 1 Archon does go down. You can't save them all when you're doing this. The Archons, okay, finally gone. The Immortals at the back do get picked up and saved by Hero. So Scarlett manages to hold that one. Are you going to unload here? Doesn't seem like a good idea. All right, we're going to do it. 9 kills, 4 kills. This has just been some really good Warp Prism abuse out of Hero here. No extra damage versus Queens, but you can kill him pretty nicely anyway. And then down. Oh, don't pick this base off. Don't do it. Don't pick this base off. Don't let Hero pick this base off. Oh, you almost did it. Either way, it is... Oh, there's the cancel and gets away scot-free. Hero. 4th base warping in for Hero down along this left side. Replanting the hatchery immediately is Scarlett, but it's going to be late. It's going to be late. Spire on the way from Scarlett, possibly tired of dealing with the Warp Prism with ground units, which can't necessarily blame her for. More Zealots and Immortals coming across the map here. They are charge lots. They do have the +1 attack. The Roaches have no attack upgrades, although +1 missile attack is being researched right now. Yeah, the Zealots are like, no, no thanks. We went in there, took some acid saliva to the face, and then decided that's enough for us, thank you. Which was the smart way to go about it. Zealots finishing off a Queen that's a little bit exposed, and then getting out of there. Warp Prism, man. Warp Prism. Ah, this Immortal count is actually obscene. Out of Hero. 8 Immortals with +1 attack. I don't know about this, Roach Ravager. I really don't. Archon's absorbing a lot of damage in the front here, letting the Immortals do what they can. Corrosive Bile is getting some decent action there, and Scarlett taps out as... Is that a drone taking a shot from an Immortal? I guess it is. Yeah, 134 to 110 supply, warping and stuff. Ah, Zealots in this base too. Lost the 4th, recognized the 4th was done for Hero, and Scarlett tapped out. So a little bit of some premature tapping out from Scarlett today. But I guess she recognizes what's going on better than we do. Better than we do. All right, we're going to do one more game. One more game for y'all, and then we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for watching so far, and we're going to do this. Wow, I'm really tired. All right, one more game. It's been a tough row for Scarlett here. She is 2-4 against the competition in this Scarlett compilation. She already beat Harstem once. Maybe she can do it again. Bottom right-hand corner, blue Protoss player Harstem. He is Dutch. And top left-hand corner, Scarlett, sporting red. She is Canadian. Whew, Darkness Sanctuary. That was a really, really weird Zerg game, wasn't it? On Darkness Sanctuary. Maybe it'll be a weird Protoss game. We can only hope. Whew. All right, thanks again for spending your Sunday with me. Also, I cast on twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. We're basically, at this point, Sundays and Saturdays are StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void Brutal runs, which just means I try to play Protoss on Brutal, which doesn't go very well sometimes. But if you want to see me fail at things, then tune on in. Tune right on in, twitch.tv/FalconPaladin. About, how many followers do I have now? Like 200, 100, somewhere like that. Trying to grow the channel is what I'm trying to say. I've had it for about 3 years, but just never done anything with it really to this point. But I got a better computer, a better PC, more capable of streaming at high quality, which is really what I wanted to do, was stream at 1080p, 60 FPS, which I can get StarCraft at no problem. So basically what you see here is what you get on Twitch, which is not actually all that common. If you watch StarCraft on Twitch, it's not usually at 1080, 60. And we're there. We are there on the Falcon Paladin show. So, Ling's coming out from Scarlett. This is actually a little bit nuts. That was not a hatch first play. That was a pool first with an extractor. Got enough gas for speed. I'm going to try to get something done here. But Harstem, I mean... Harstem went Nexus first. While I was blabbering away, he went Nexus first. The Gateway is late. Cybercore is late too. Oh boy, Scarlett. Scarlett playing the mind games here on Darkness Sanctuary. Oh boy, this pylon goes down. It's a bad day. It's a real bad... Oh my gosh. Might get it too. Pow, pow. I love the animation of the shields getting hit. Pop, pop, pop. Pulling all the probes. All of them. Get over here. Kill these lings. Actually, pretty good angles. A lot of lost mining time, but the Nexus first play, I think, helps with this. One probe goes down, but that's totally fine. Zealot with probes. Zealot needs to fight with the probes. Oh, they have speed now, too. This is so bad for Harstem. Get out. Evacuate. Evacuate the premises. Losing 4 probes here, but again, it's early aggression. You can afford to lose some workers, and you won't be dead. Oh, this pylon can't die, though. Probes, once again, fighting for their lives. Losing a couple there. Adept is out. Adept Zealot is out. So I think we're safe at the natural base, but the Ling is going after the main base is a problem. Yeah. It's interesting animation where the Lings, I think, are inside the shield. And then the animation of the shield getting hit goes away. Oh, Adept Zealot, Lings. Man, this Ling harassed by Scarlett is so good right now. So many probes have died. Just getting a few Lings across the map this early. If your opponent went Nexus first on Darkness Sanctuary and you manage to figure out where they are, amazing stuff. All right, all the Lings are dead, but check it out. It's 24 to 12 Harvesters. You know how I say you really just got to stay alive and you're going to be just fine against early aggression? I don't know that that's true for Harstem. He can't lose 13 probes. Chrono Boost is good. Chrono Boost is great. And it is 2 base to 2 base, which is okay for Harstem on that front, but the worker count is just so abysmal, so anemic right now. Not even really chrono boosting out workers, actually. Chrono boosting anything? Barely has enough energy. Okay, so now starts chronoing on the main. A couple of Adepts just trying to see what they can do. And get surrounded by Zerglings is what they can do. Ow, ow, ow. One's going to go down. Yep. No, the transfer finishes. One died up here instead, and now the other one will die with her sister. With that sound. Third base coming in, I think. I don't want to call it early. I don't want to cast or curse this, but boy, that was some early damage. And then the Adepts did almost nothing on the other end. And this is a wall. This is a good wall. I guess there's a pylon in it, but otherwise not too much to worry about. So 2 base to almost 3 base here for Scarlett. Lings can't do much in this situation. Are there any Adepts back here? The answer is no. There are not. Okay, now there's one, and that's the cue for the Lings to get on out. Third base coming up. Have we noticed how gross this bug is recently? Looks like a scorpion, doesn't it? It's got 8 legs, and it's got a big old tail. Then it turns into this. I guess maybe the bug stays in there and that's where the larva comes from. And then the queen like mates with it to create additional larvae. I don't know. Zerg physiology is gross. I don't like to think about it too much. Lair coming up here for Scarlett. It is 46 to 35 Harvesters. Considering how poor the economy of Harstem was looking compared to Scarlett's a minute ago, this isn't bad. This really isn't all that bad for Harstem. But Harstem needs to get something going. He needs to get some tier 3 something. Right now, he's barely finishing up Warp Gate. Double Stargate from this guy. Okay, I'm fine with this. Double Stargate to deal with whatever Scarlett's trying to do on the other side of the map here, which is nothing yet. I guess that's a Roach Warren at about 6 minutes. So that's pretty good. Scouting Silverlord getting picked off. But will survive before the Stalker can kill him. Creep spread, okay. Not as wonderful as it was in some previous games that we've seen, but again, it's a huge map. Hydralisk Den. So Roach Hydra play, and you got to have that splash damage. I am not convinced Harstem is going to have that splash damage. I'm trying to see if there's any way he can get it, and he's committed to the Stargate thing. He's going for Phoenix, and Phoenix against Roach Hydra is just not going to be enough unless it's just a handful of Hydra and mostly Roach. But considering how good Hydras are and what she did against Harstem in Game 1 with the Hydras, I think Scarlett's going to go for a lot of the Hydralisks, and it's going to be a bit of an issue for our Protoss player. Glio Reconstitution, +1 missile attack, 7 Roaches, 2 Hydras at a time, spending money exceptionally well, up at 66 to 49 Harvesters. I mean, map control is Scarlett. Harstem has any presence anywhere. He's trying to get a third base to warp in, which is going to help. But this Phoenix play, we've seen it. We've seen it attempted from a stronger position than Harstem's in now. And it didn't work then. I just don't see it working here either. Hydra count is up to 7. Small attack of Roach Hydra coming in with an Overseer just in case there are Dark Templar, but that is definitely not what Harstem is going for. Getting a third Stargate. I don't know if this... What do we got? 7 Hydras? Maybe? How many Phoenix can we get is the question. Enough Phoenix to kill 7 Hydras, and then you lift the Roaches and try to kill them. But the ground army, even if you're lifting and trying to kill the Roach, it's just not enough Immortals. Void Rays coming in here too from Harstem. I think Scarlett wants to start engaging now. All right, so 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down, 6 down. All right, that was pretty good on that Hydra count from Harstem, but the Roach Hydra is, or the Roach Ravager, just too much. These Lings are in, the Roaches are in, the Hydras are in. They're going to cancel that +1 air weapons. A Void Ray might pop out here sometime soon. Zealots trying to help with a Sentry. And can you clean this up, Harstem? That's going to be the question right now. Void Ray using Prismatic Alignment on these Roaches. 18 more probes have gone down. The third base is going to die. Shield Battery trying to keep people alive, but it's 156 to 67 supply, and that's a good game from Harstem. Harstem taps out, and Scarlett manages to win it and does end the day at 3 games to 4 of our 7. So good one. Good showing, Scarlett. Beat Harstem twice. Ended up beating, who did she beat? Kelazhur. Kelazhur 2. So good series. Good series from her. And yeah, Harstem did his best. He did his best to come back from that, but I just don't know what you do, really. I mean, Immortals would obviously have been useful, but there are a lot of Ravagers and Hydras and Lings, and those are great against Immortals. He needed Splash is what he needed. I think some Storm would have been good, but he didn't have time to get there. And tapped out in the end. All right, so good series from Scarlett. Well shown. Got some short games, got some longer games, got some early aggression, got some macro-style stuff. And the way Scarlett got those Lings across the map on Darkness Sanctuary and got stuff done is actually kind of inspiring. Because you know your Protoss opponents are going for this Nexus first on Darkness Sanctuary. And if you can catch them off guard with some early Lings, might get it done. Might get some stuff done. All right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft2 Legacy of the Void and a Sunday series. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.